Hello, everyone. Welcome back to LearnFlow English. I'm Mia.
And I'm Alex. So happy to be here with all of you again.
Alex, you look a little bit thoughtful today. Something on your mind?
Mia, I had the strangest experience yesterday, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, really? Tell me everything.
So, I was at a coffee shop, and I overheard two people at the next table. One of them was clearly an English learner, very studious looking, notebook on the table, vocabulary lists.
That sounds very dedicated. What was strange about it?
Well, his friend, who was a native English speaker, kept trying to have a normal conversation with him, and the learner kept freezing up, going completely silent.
Oh, no. Even with all those vocabulary lists?
That's exactly it. He had pages and pages of vocabulary. His grammar was actually quite good when he did speak. But the moment his friend asked a natural question, like, "So what do you think about that?" Complete silence.
I think so many of our viewers will recognize that feeling.
I felt so much empathy for him because I could see he knew the words. He just couldn't access them in the moment of real conversation.
There's a name for that, isn't there? That frozen feeling?
Yes, and it's actually a very well-documented phenomenon in language learning research. It's called the conversation trap, and it affects millions of English learners worldwide.
Even people who have been studying for years?
Especially people who have been studying for years. And that's the cruel irony of it.
Why is that ironic?
Because the more time you spend studying English in the traditional way, memorizing grammar rules, building vocabulary lists, doing written exercises, the deeper you fall into the conversation trap.
Wait, studying more actually makes the problem worse?
In a specific way, yes. And today, we're going to explain exactly why this happens, and more importantly, how to escape it completely.
This is such an important topic. I think this is going to help so many people watching today.
Before we get into it, everyone watching, please subscribe to LearnFlow English.
Hit that subscribe button. This is episode 3 of our Learning Secrets series.
Every episode reveals another hidden technique that schools never teach, and this one might be the most important yet.
Okay, Alex, explain the conversation trap. What exactly is it?
The conversation trap is what happens when you train your brain to process English slowly and carefully, but then expect it to work fast and automatically in real conversation.
Can you break that down a little more?
Of course. When you study English traditionally, reading grammar books, doing exercises, translating sentences, your brain learns to process English in what scientists call analytical mode.
What does analytical mode mean?
It means your brain checks every word carefully. It thinks, is this grammar correct? Did I choose the right vocabulary? Is my pronunciation right? It's slow, deliberate, step by step.
That sounds like how I studied French at school.
Exactly. An analytical mode is perfect for written tests and grammar exercises, but real conversation moves at a completely different speed.
How fast does real conversation move?
Native speakers process and produce language in milliseconds. There is simply no time for analytical mode in natural conversation.
So the problem isn't that learners don't know enough English, it's that their brain is using the wrong mode.
Precisely. The learner in the coffee shop probably knew every word he needed, but his brain was trying to run a racing car using bicycle gears.
That's a brilliant analogy. So what's the solution?
The solution is to train what researchers call automatic mode, where language flows without conscious checking. And here's the key. You can only develop automatic mode through one specific type of practice.
What type of practice?
Speaking. Specifically, speaking without preparation time, speaking before you feel ready, speaking even when you make mistakes.
That sounds terrifying for a lot of learners.
It is terrifying, and that's why most learners avoid it. They think, I'll start speaking when my English is good enough. But that day never comes.
Because you can only develop speaking fluency by actually speaking.
There is no other way. Reading about swimming doesn't teach you to swim, and reading about English conversation doesn't teach you to have one.
So, how do learners escape the trap? What's the specific technique?
It's called the 30-second rule, and it completely rewires how your brain approaches English conversation.
Tell me about the 30-second rule.
The rule is simple. Every day, you have at least one conversation in English that lasts a minimum of 30 seconds, with absolutely no preparation beforehand.
No preparation at all?
Zero preparation. Because preparation is what keeps you in analytical mode. The whole point is to force your brain to access language automatically, the way it must work in real conversation.
But what if someone doesn't have a native speaker to talk to every day?
Great question. And this is where it gets really practical. You don't need a native speaker. You can talk to yourself, record voice messages, use language exchange apps, or even respond out loud to things you watch on YouTube.
Talking to yourself actually works?
It works incredibly well because the goal is training automatic access to language, and your brain doesn't care whether there's another person listening or not.
Alex, let's make the 30-second rule really practical for everyone watching. How do people actually start?
Perfect. Here's the exact system. Week 1, you talk to yourself in English for 30 seconds every morning. Just describe what you're doing.
Like a commentary on your own life?
Exactly. I'm making coffee. The weather looks cloudy today. I'm thinking about what to have for breakfast. Simple, natural, zero pressure.
And the no preparation rule applies here too?
Absolutely. You wake up, you start talking. No planning what to say. No choosing vocabulary in advance. Just open your mouth and let words come.
What happens in week 2?
Week 2, you increase to 60 seconds, and you introduce a topic, something you care about, your favorite film, your weekend, something interesting that happened.
So now the brain has to retrieve vocabulary on demand about a real topic.
Yes, and this is where the magic starts happening, because you'll notice that words you thought you didn't know suddenly appear when you need them.
Why does that happen?
Because the vocabulary was always there. It just couldn't break through analytical mode. When you remove the checking process, your brain finds a more direct route to your stored language knowledge.
That's fascinating. What about week 3?
Week 3, you find a conversation partner, a real person. It can be another English learner, a language exchange partner online, anyone, and you apply the 30-second rule in a real two-way conversation.
Are there good apps for finding conversation partners?
Yes, apps like Tandem, HelloTalk, or Speaky connect learners from around the world. You can find someone learning your native language and exchange. You speak English with them, they speak their language with you.
So both people benefit at the same time.
It's a perfect system, and the slight imperfection of talking to another learner rather than a native speaker actually reduces anxiety, which helps automatic mode activate more easily.
What are the most common mistakes people make when trying to escape the conversation trap?
Mistake number 1, stopping when they make a grammar mistake. This is the biggest one. When you stop to correct yourself mid-sentence, you immediately jump back into analytical mode.
So just keep going even if the grammar isn't perfect?
Keep going always. Fluency first, accuracy later. Native speakers make grammar mistakes in conversation all the time, and nobody cares.
What's mistake number 2?
Translating in their head. This is the second most common trap. The learner thinks in their native language first, then translates to English. This adds an extra step that kills the natural flow.
How do you stop translating?
Practice thinking directly in English, even in small ways. When you look at objects around you, think their English names. When you have an emotion, think the English word for it. Start building an English thinking habit.
And mistake number 3?
Mistake number 3, waiting to feel confident before speaking. Confidence doesn't come before speaking, it comes from speaking. Every 30-second conversation you complete, no matter how imperfect, builds real confidence.
So the only way out of the conversation trap is through it.
Beautifully said. You can't think your way out, you can't study your way out, you can only speak your way out.
What results can people expect if they follow the 30-second rule consistently?
Most learners notice a significant reduction in hesitation within 2 to 3 weeks. After 1 month, the freezing sensation, that horrible blank mind feeling, becomes much less frequent. After 2 months, many learners describe conversation as feeling natural for the first time.
2 months to transform your relationship with English conversation, that's remarkable.
And remember, just 30 seconds a day to start. Anyone can find 30 seconds.
Let's give everyone their weekly challenge. Everyone watching, here is your Conversation Trap Challenge.
Tomorrow morning, before you do anything else, speak in English for 30 seconds out loud. No preparation, no script, no perfect grammar required.
Just open your mouth and talk. Describe your morning. Tell yourself about your day. Say anything.
Day 2, do it again. Day 3, do it again. Every single day this week, 30 seconds, no preparation.
By day 7, notice how different it feels compared to day 1. Your brain is already rewiring.
Tell us in the comments, what will you talk about in your first 30-second English conversation?
We want to know. Write it below and we'll read every single comment.
And subscribe to LearnFlow English for more learning secrets.
Next episode, the listening gap. Why you understand your teacher but not real native speakers.
That one is going to answer one of the most frustrating questions in English learning.
Until next time, remember, fluency is not a destination, it's a habit.
And habits start with just 30 seconds. Happy learning, everyone!
See you next time.